What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. So I know the Megatins just came out, so before, it's been out for too long, I wanted to make a video on it. And, normally when sets come out, I do like card by card, and I'm essentially going to do the same thing here, but through the lens of like pricing. And I'll give you guys, tell you what I think. I think I know everything that's in this box. I've kind of looked over a little bit before, but we'll take a look. So obviously the promo card or the best card in the Megatins is the crossout designator. This is probably like a lot of people think it's going to be like a format warping card, and I can definitely see that. I mean, any card that completely changes the way that you build your deck, I would say is pretty powerful. So it's going for $88 right now, and I think Dragoon at the time was like $40, and this is like an ultra rare, and I know there's like 36 of them, so I know this is like early on, so I could see this price dipping maybe a little bit, but there's so many people want it. I guess the price does kind of make sense. Triple Tactical Talents, it's really nice to see this card at 35. That's still like technically a little pricey to pay, $100 basically, or over $100 for 3 cards. But, considering it was well over 100 before, I think they're going, in the right direction. Then you have the Megatins themselves, which is pretty funny. It's like really gotcha kind of stuff here, as you can see early on. Dear Servant, $20. Ugh, that's tough because that was already pretty expensive. I mean, this obviously helps a lot. And Ecclesia too, that's only 13. That makes a big difference. Zeus is $18. That is mega affordable. That's really nice. Ice Dragon's Prison is still going to be $16. So that's pretty nuts. This is a good card, of course, but it was, again, they made a lot of good decisions in this, and I don't know if there's other like copies. I think there's like another version of Ecclesia here, but I could be wrong. This might be the only one. Some virtual world stuff that got a lot of reprints. I know that. Fractal. It's really cool to have a prismatic secret rare Fractal for $5. If you're playing that deck, that's pretty darn sick. Torn Scales, I'm pretty sure was an expensive card. Alpha, really going back and trying to fix these mistakes is what I like to call them, even though that's still a little expensive. And I don't think Forbidden Droplets is in here, obviously. It's not, because it would have been really high up on the list. Here's the new card. Actually, I don't even know if I've read it, so we'll do that real quick. I won't go through like this in depth for every single page, obviously, because there's a lot of them, and I may not even get to the end when I start getting to the worst cards. Anyways, so this is like, I think it's like Eternal Soul, but for Blue Eyes. That's what I heard. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects. That sucks. It should be unaffected. Who cares? It's 3,000 attack. Like, oh, it's so OP. It can only protect targeting. If this face-up card is sent from the spell and trap zone, destroy all monsters you control. I'm glad they kept the worst one. You can only use the following effects of True Light once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. Special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or graveyard. Set one spell or trap directly from your deck that specifically lists Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text with a different name from the cards you control and in your graveyard. So that's really, really awesome. Yeah, it's obviously affordable too. And now I'm thinking about it, because these Megatins are following that tablet structure from the anime. So Egyptian Gods are obviously going to be next. I bet you this is going to be the exact same card that they print. It's just going to say something with Egyptian Gods. Just my guess. So, all right, nice. I think there's a few other promos. This is the Field Spell. Thank goodness this card is affordable. We'll read this one too, because I didn't go over it when it happened, and I know a lot of people had been watching my Dark Magician videos when I make them. When this card is activated, you can set one Eternal Soul directly from your deck. Obviously very nice. Means you pretty much can play it at 1 at this point. If you're going to play this at 3, maybe 2, that's pretty interesting. If this card is normal, or if you normal or special summon Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, you can target one of those monsters, special summon another one from your graveyard with a different name than that monster. This is, I don't know actually. Is that good? It has to be in the graveyard. Well, it makes sense because, you have like the destroy all cards on the field cards, so you need both of them on there. But the continuous trap they made a while ago, like, you want to swap them out from the graveyard. So I guess you don't have to. You can, yeah. So maybe you don't want to. I don't know. That's just, Dark Magician support is so like separated between like what it wants to do. But that's still a pretty good card, obviously, to be able to have access to both of them so often, and turn on all these cards that require both of them to be on the field. They're pushing more in that direction. For a while, it was like just Dark Magician, and now they really want Dark Magician Girl in the deck, which is kind of rough because it's so bricky. But Schism, that's that's a great Prismatic Secret Rare. I'm probably going to be picking up a copy. Dogmatic Punishment. So they're close. I'm curious to know if there's another. I doubt it. If there's another printing of Nadir Servant somewhere in here, but $60, and now you're looking at what? Probably like $100 for your playset of these. It's still kind of expensive in my opinion, but who knows? Archosaur, that's really awesome. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they only have like one printing. Gravedigger's Trap Hole, that's a good like little staple card. Nice reprint. Piercing, I think this is another kind of Blue Magician, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician support. If you normal special summon a non-token normal monster, except during the damage step, you can draw one card. Alright, that does something. When an attack is declared involving a monster and a monster you control that is level 5 or higher, normal monster, or is ritual summoned using a normal monster, or is fusion, synchro, exceed, summoned using a normal monster's material, you can make that monster you control gain attack. That's just to draw one card. I don't know. I don't think, especially because it's not searchable in Dark Magician, not that you even like would. I think that makes that card kind of butt, in my professional opinion. Chaos Ruler. How to Emancipate a Researcher, finally. That card was just bananas. And I think all the Tri-Brigade. So it's really cool to have a card in the format, or a deck in the format that you can definitely play. You have to play cheaper hand traps if you truly want to go budget, but there's no card that's expensive in Tri-Brigades anymore, at least from what I'm seeing here. Obviously the Fleur-de-Lis was cool. Gearsu, Fusion Deployment. This card was super unnecessarily expensive, so sick on that. I mean, it wasn't like crazy. I think it was like $13 or $15, but it's kind of sucky in my opinion. This is App Cologne, so really cool Shadal stuff. And I heard about this card on a podcast, Cross Sheep. It has so many printings, but I want a copy of this Prismatic Secret Rare for my Pendulum deck. Again, more Dogmatica stuff. So it's interesting they didn't do any of the Eldritch cards in here, because I'm pretty sure it came in the same set as Dogmatica. And, Cursed Eldlin is still super expensive. Virtual World, I know I got a bunch of reprints. Karas, that's cool. Wow, these are... okay, didn't know these were Prismatic Secret Rares. I'm definitely going to have to cop some of these. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love the Sacred Beast. Attic Nister. So Attic Nister looks like it's going to be like a $100 deck. Considering that was the first card we saw and it was under $1. Drytron. This is seriously one of the best Megatins that I've seen. Maybe 2 years ago, I think they had like Engage and Colossal in there, but otherwise, I mean, you can pick up the majority of, meta decks. Yeah, I mean, Tri-Brigade, Drytron. I mean, that's about what it goes for. It's really nice that these are getting reprints because the structure deck was so lame. I talked about that when I was opening it. How I was like, ugh, this stinks. Okay, so we're gonna keep going here. Shen. That was like a $9 card. All the Invoke stuff, they still won't print Invocation, which, it's so frustrating. This card always gets this is like the greatest card of all time. The Luminous Lunar Dragon, I use that in Monarchs. It's kind of funny. Durandal, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that was a little expensive in Infernoble Knights. Gamma. So you can pick up all the Drytron monsters. This is nice. Arc Rebellion XYZ. I think I spent like $9 on my copy. So, Dragon Maid I know had a really expensive normal summon, so I don't think I've passed it yet. So maybe that will be something that I see. Okay, so all the Phantom Knight stuff got a nice reprint. So if you're looking to play PK, that Torn Scales, yeah, so that was probably, considering how expensive it is, which isn't really that expensive, obviously it's a very sought out card and people were looking for it. Okay, literally all the Virtual World stuff. I think they're going to push for this deck. And that makes two like really affordable decks. Like Invoke Shadal pretty much I guess isn't. It's a lot more affordable now, but you're still spending like $150, $200 on it considering all the hand traps that you need. Virtual World now is like super good to go, which is giving like two viable decks for anybody to take in for less than $100. That's amazing. At least for the main deck, a lot of the extra deck cards they're so homogenous. You use them in so many different decks. You just gotta, pick and choose one here or there. And there's even some, reprints of these extra deck monsters in here, anyways. Mistake. Okay, more Adam Emancipator stuff. There we go. Charles. Okay, that's nice. Lean Karibo. This is a sneaky good card, an Attic Nister. I'll probably do a video on that soon, to be honest. It looks like I'm going to be able to go through all of these, so I'm just trying to see if anything really catches my eye that I've seen here, because a lot of them are just kind of random. It's like super heavy samurai. That's cool. I don't know if that was expensive. Gaia, Fur Knights, more Virtual World, Armory Call, I guess, for stun decks. Nice. Who doesn't love playing a stun deck? More Attic Nister. The Raider's Claw, okay. Any commons that were really like you would go after? I've seen a lot of like Resonator decks recently. That's another deck I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting in on, because it looks nuts, and I really like combo decks. So Crocinus Dragon, I think that's Croc Dragon. Okay. This is a decent link too. Kind of random though. I don't never really seen anyone use it. A random pendulum monster. Why not? I cannot believe that they did not put access code talker in this. That was really kind of one of the bummers, but they had so many cards that they were already selling this set for. Like, I guess they really just didn't care. Triple tactical talents is enough for people to buy Megatons, and considering Zeus is in there too, they just didn't want to put everything all there, and at once, I'm guessing. See, this one frustrated me. I did want to talk about this. Come on, man. Penguin Brave already was a common. Give us something a little better. That's so frustrating. I want like a secret rare of this so bad. I would do anything. I love that stupid Ice Barrier deck that I play. Other than that, okay, Infernity Doom Launcher. That's pretty cool. I hope they give new support for it soon. Doing a gameplay video on that probably tomorrow. And other than that, no. So I'm pretty sure that I saw someone talk about that Dragon main deck monster that people wanted. But other than that, this is a really nice product. I almost never recommend people do that, but it's almost like, okay, you're going to buy a set, and whatever the most cards you get, like, build that deck at that point, or maybe buy 3 of them and see how many cards you need to fill those decks. I mean, realistically, through all of these, if you get a few like good pulls, like a Nadir Servant, then you have a real chance, to like budget out like an Invoke Shaddoll, Dogmatica type of thing, which would be sick. Let me know what you guys think about the Megatons in the comments section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.